Which leads us to question number 2. How long have you been in this role? Seems like a formality. So what are we really trying to ask with this question? Well, was the officer even in his or her current role at the time of commencing the proceeding? Maybe the officer was doing something else at that time, would be representative of, some of the questions we may need to ask. Maybe this is something we need to be cognizant of. Was the officer even employed with his or her current agency at the time of commencing the proceeding? Officers should ideally be able to provide an actual start date of their current tenure. So arguably, the officer worked and strived so hard to be in their current role, and it should be a commemorative, celebratory day to find yourself in your new dream career. And even if it's not, well, guess what? We always preach to the officers, know your start date, because it's best to get on the stand. How long have you been in this role? I've been so employed in this role since, December 13th, 2018, or whatever the case is. So, and I put a couple asterisks on the bottom of the screen here because, and this most certainly, as some of you know, is an item that could take us into a whole other territory, if you will. Length of employment, which can equate to, of course, the amount of experience that the officer has, can most certainly lend to being qualified plausibly as an expert witness. So this is most certainly something that would be relevant. Should we find the need to go down this type of role? And very quickly, this is taken out of a court here, R.V. Bowman. So this quite simply states that you can be an expert without any formal education or a degree, so i.e. your amount of experience. So I'll just read this very quickly verbatim. So in that case, the defendant was charged with dangerous driving causing death and impaired driving causing death. A police officer who had performed several accident reconstructions was qualified as an expert on the causes of an accident. So the defense objected on the basis that he was not a quote-unquote qualified engineer. And of course, as we know, that need not be the case. The Court of Appeal rejected this argument and noted that a witness can obtain the necessary expertise through experience and training. So yes, knowing the length of time someone's been in their current role or the relevant role to the matter before the court, this most certainly may weigh in favor of the prosecutor should we need to endeavor down the road of qualifying this person as an expert for whatever the matter might be.